Well, it is a beautiful morning, and I'm here with Jan McNeilan, and we are going to be talking about the tips that you give us every month. So let's just jump right in because I'm interested in the chocolate milk looking stuff here.
Well, there's a process called a soil shake that if you want to know what percentage of sand, silt, and clay your soils have, you can do it yourself.
Now, before you tell us about this, why would I be interested in that? Why would someone want to know that?
Well, everybody thinks they have all clay soils around here. Not everybody, but many Willamette Valley gardeners think that clay is what they're fighting, which there's some clay.
Some is, yeah.
But what it'll tell you is how much sand you have, how much silt and clay. The sand is the heaviest, the silt is in between, and the clay is the lightest, the smallest particle on the top. And here's the water. So what you do in order to do this, you fill a jar about 2/3 of water, and then you fill the rest with soil, leaving about an inch at the top.
Okay.
Then you shake it for about a minute, 2 minutes, and just get it good and mixed up, and then just let it sit. Shake it longer than that, but let it sit overnight. Now, it says an hour in some directions, but I like to just let it settle out.
Really let it settle.
Then when it settles out, you'll be able to tell what your percentage is of sand, silt, and clay, so you know what type of soil you have. And there's soil triangles all over the web and in many extension publications that'll show you, you can figure out what your percentage is and what type of soil you actually have.
Well, so now that we figured out our dirt, let's talk about some of the things that are going on with the plants out of the greenhouse.
Well,
today.
no, I'm gonna change up on you a
Okay.
little bit. This is a lump of soil out of our berm over on the side yard. And so many of us, when the weather gets sunny, you want to go out and spade everything up, till it up. Oh, it's time to garden. But if your soils are too wet, what you're going to do is going to make a bunch of dirt clods that are going to dry, and then it'll be harder to till up or to even spade. So what you want to do is make a nice ball out of that soil and drop it on the ground. If it stays like that, it's too wet.
And that didn't move at all.
It didn't move at all. Here's some soil from our vegetable garden between the raised beds. And this hasn't been tilled in a number of years. But if we were going to till the garden right now, I would find out that it is too soon.
Oh, so that's just a really
so
easy way to
know. So
know.
it should, if it's drier, I'll take some of this topsoil now and try to make a ball out of it, and it's dry, a little drier, and it's not going to hold together the same. And if I drop it, it'll start to break apart.
And that's an indication.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds easy. Well,
it is. It keeps you from
finding out if you need to till is easy.
Right, but you're making work for yourself if you till too soon, or if you turn it over too soon. So you've got all these chunks that you got to break up later. Now we can go to the greenhouse.
Plants.
Well, last week you had somebody on talking about holding over baskets.
Yes.
Well, amen to that. I'm not going to do this anymore.
That got your approval, huh?
Yes, it did. I really think that this is the last year I'm going to try to do that. This basket I've held over for 3 years, and this winter down in the basement where I hang them in the window well light, they just didn't get watered as often. So I could prune this back, and yes, it would come back. It would take a long time, but it would be much easier for $2.70 or so to plant a new basket.
Yeah, because you're looking at $8 or $7. What is it? Well, you do the math because I clearly can't. But that's not very much. Just
well, I paid 79 cents a piece for these.
Oh my goodness!
Pretty good deal.
That is a pretty.
Anyway, for under $3, I can start again. I could put 4 plants.
Yeah, you could for that price. Yeah, and then you don't have to wait for it to reconstitute and become beautiful again. It'll be lovely.
Right. And 2 things that I'm real proud of right now in the greenhouse is these are Cobaeus scandens. It's a cup and saucer vine, and sometimes they don't like to germinate, but they did this year. So I'm real pleased, and they'll go 20, 30 feet high and bloom like crazy by fall if you get them in soon enough. So this year I think we'll be able to do that.
Yeah, those are, and I love that they bloom so late in the season.
Yeah, they're really nice. And then these are edible pod peas. I just haven't put them out yet. And I know lots of you have planted peas early and you've got peas already,
Yeah.
but I don't.
And you really like these little
I
Jiffy
like the
pots, don't
Jiffy
you?
pots a lot. Peter Chan used to roll newspaper and put soil in it, and he was a well-known vegetable gardener, and plant his peas that way and then just plant the newspaper and all right down, and he had all these rolls sitting up on end. But these work really, really well.
Yeah.
Didn't get the germination I would have liked, but
you got
this
enough
is
to plant
this is
out.
fine.
Well, you know, we say it every year. There's so much to do in spring. Clearly, Jen has given us a list to look at for our own spaces, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next month and doing it all again. All right,
Great.
Jen? Thank
Be
you.
there.